Hey guys, and welcome back. So today is payday, and it's weather-wise, it is atrocious, guys. So I live up in the upper northwest corner of Indiana, up by the lake. I'm living 30 miles from Lake Michigan, just south of there. We are getting hammered with this winter storm, guys. Oh my gosh, it started yesterday. Early morning. It was really light. It started blowing a lot, and the wind was it was terrible, guys. It was 32 degrees out, but it felt like it was 20 because the wind was just blowing so hard. So then it snowed all day while I was at work. And so we got about maybe, I would say probably 2 inches, but it was blowing, so it wasn't sticking all in one spot. So by the time I got off, there was probably, oh gosh, and I get off around 3, so the roads, they weren't necessarily terrible. I mean, you could still see tire tracks, and you could still kind of see the road on that one side because it was just blowing. It was more drifting than it was like really sticking on the road. But this morning, guys, holy mackerel. So I waited until about 6 o'clock to start coming into work to try to give the plows a chance to get out and get on the road, right? No, the plows are not out yet. And the snow is coming down so hard I could barely see probably 5 feet in front of my car with my headlights on low. And that is bad. So on Highway 6, there's a stretch where there's no, it's just cornfield, and they have big ditches on each side. It was, some places it is only passable for one car because it has blown and drifted almost completely shut. Man, I thought I was going to get run off the road by these semis that were coming through. Man, and they do not slow down for you. So I got over as far as I could, but the snow on the side of the road is almost as tall as the hood of my car. And I drive Alicia got me a Kia like hers. And I mean, they're not terribly squat, but whew, that is a lot of snow. So then coming in, so there were probably, I would say at least 10 inches or more on the roads now, because the bottom of my car was scraping on the road, like the snow going underneath the car. I never felt so relieved when I saw work. But then when I got to work, the parking lot has not been plowed or cleared. I'm not even exaggerating. There's probably 18 to 20 inches on the ground at work. If I could have turned around somewhere and turned back home, I probably should have, but there's no place to turn around because nothing is plowed. Even the turnaround spots, I would have gotten stuck. So I just followed the tracks best I could, and I got to work, guys. But oh my gosh. And what's really crazy is that the map for the Homeland Security for Indiana, it is not changing, and it is treacherous. There are people in cars off the road everywhere. So I don't understand why they're not updating the map. We should actually be in red, LaPorte County and probably St. Joseph County. But it still says orange. So whoever is doing the map really needs to get their head out of their butt, because you are putting people's lives in jeopardy because we don't have plows. The commissioner of, I think it was the DOT guy, he actually laid off a whole bunch of winter drivers. I think 7 of them to be exact. So we only have 5 for the whole county of LaPorte. And this is not enough. The way the snow is coming down, what a mess, guys. I'm glad I'm at work, and I'm hoping, they're saying that the snow is supposed to stop, but it has not. It is coming down in buckets. Sure. Anyway, let's get into our budget today. So mainly what we have today is grocery and Costco. Costco needs to be paid out of my account. So let's see what we got. So January 11th through January 17th, that is this week, joint 910 goes into joint. We have the Costco on here, and I just paid that. I pay that through the app on my phone. And then we paid $67.81. That is our hotel, because we're going down the night before in Miami, so that we're there. So that was $67.81. The hotel is now paid off, which is great. So then that leaves us with $842, and then we're going down here. Sinking funds, we are taking $100 out to put into sinking funds. We're putting another $80 into savings, and that will leave us with $662. So then we go over here to grocery. So grocery is $100. Go down here, the variable, 100 from 662 is 562. And then we are putting 500 on the upgrade loan, and that will leave us with 62 in our rollover. So we're gonna try to pad our joint account with a little bit of cash. So that $62 will just stay into joint, which is great. It's nice to have a little bit of money in there. So this is what we put into sinking funds last week. We'll probably do this same again this week. So plane tickets got 10, gas 30, glasses 10, pets 10, car maintenance 10, car registration 5, insurance 5, household 10, and then grocery haul 10, which comes to $100. So we may stick with this. I know there was one that didn't get one last time. I cannot remember for the life of me, but that's okay. If we have to put 10 in something else, that's good too. But that is the budget, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching. And if you guys have to go out and you're getting crazy snow like we are, please be careful, be safe. If you have to stay home, because it is not risking your life to go into work. Let me just say that. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Happy Thursday, and talk to you next one. Bye.